Hi, everybody. Get ready. Game 3 of this in-season tournament gets underway right now with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And you know, right now, Atlanta, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Roy Hibbert is out there with West. Then it's George Hill. Then it's George. And it's Shepard in at the 2-guard. And for Atlanta, Kevin Willis out there with Wilkins. Then there's A-Train. Then there's Maravich. And it's Rivers in at the point guard. And both of these teams, Greg, have a couple games in the NBA Cup under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good starts.
And I got to believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
Passes to Wilkins. Knocked away. Stolen by George. Pass to Shepard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Outside Gonzalez. The shot's good on the assist from Wilkins.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Hill. 8 points his last outing. The shot by George, wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Rivers passes to Maravich. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's George. Following the basket by Pete Maravich. And George, here we go. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Rivers surveying the D. Outside Gonzalez. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Hill. Hibbert with the screen. Shepard, the pass to Hibbert. No good there.
You know, 2 things happened there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Shepard. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. The pass to George. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 5 now.
And sometimes you're just helpless trying to guard Paul George. When he's got all aspects of his game cooking, turn the lights out.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Well, in 2 years at the helm, no playoff appearances for Rick Carlisle. But, Doris, I think we both know they're sure to come.
Well, his history suggests, Kevin, that it's absolutely on the horizon. The challenge a bit different on this particular stop for him. In the past, there have been superstar caliber players that he has worked with. Now you're sort of building the foundation and growing from there.
First free throw is good.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
Both free throws good from Wilkins. Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
Now here's Gonzalez. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Hill. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to George. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We take a look at the Hawks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Pacers, 4 games back.
And right now, for the Pacers, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Bounce pass from Hill. Here's West. Rebound by the Hawks. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Shepard the pass to Hill. Here's Shepard. Can they get it? Good. The assist goes to Hill. Shepard's got 5 points so far.
And I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
The Hawks leading by 5. Passes it to Wilkins. Gonzalez, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So it's the Pacers now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they started a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season, that means very little until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
Now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. And you look at Walker, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, A-Train.
What a season these two have had from beyond the arc. A pair of rookie assassins.
Outside Hill. Pass to Shepard. West setting the pick for Hill. Inside. West misses.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Rivers passes to Gonzalez. They double him with West. Yes, that goes in. And that's 15 points for A-Train.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is George. He had 40 points in the win against Orlando.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had them totally rattled.
And the basket by Hill.
Well, you have to admire how Hill gets open in pick-and-roll situations. So clever in these sets.
Hill against Rivers. And there's the pass to Gonzalez. Again, the Hawks good for two.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Hill. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. To the paint. Rejected by Gonzalez. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Rollins checked in for the Hawks. Pacers trail by 14. Left side, George. Pass to Shepard. Hibbert with a screen on Maravich. A crossover. It's stolen by Gonzalez. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Atlanta again missing. George passes to Hill. Knocked loose. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Walker against Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shepard. Maravich defending. Count the basket. Shepard's got 7 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 19-7 run. Now Rivers. Nothing on the board. It's Wilkins on the wing. Defended by George. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Wilkins. And the Hawks lead by 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called the Pacers. Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Willis has checked in for Rollins. Whitman comes in for Maravich. And Webb subbed in for Doc Rivers. At the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the 76ers. Miami, a screen on Webb. Drives to the hoop. From deep, Walker. Rebound by the Hawks. Gonzalez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length. And that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Watson surveying the D. Passes it to Williams. He kicks to Watson. On the wing, Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Atlanta leading by 14. And here is Webb. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Turner against Wilkins. Pass to Whitman. He dishes it to Webb. Puts up a deep 3. Watson with it. Still without a basket. There's the pass to Williams. Dishes to Watson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for A-Train. He's averaging 51 points. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right. The skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Free throw drops for Watson. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Webb. To Gonzalez. Takes the 3. Here's Wilkins, and it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here is Watson. 8 points his last outing. Kicks to Williams. Now, here's Watson. Off target from 3-point range. Now, here is Webb. He's tightly guarded. Here's Wilkins. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. Wilkins has got 12 in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Watson. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Watson with it. Wilkins picks him up. Right side to Walker. Indiana moving it around. Turner passes to Watson. Ring shot on the way. Teardrop shot. The shot by Turner no good. The Hawks leading by 16. Wilkins kicks to Webb. Back to Wilkins. Fades and shoots. Rebound by Mahinmi. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Passes it to Watson. To the inside. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. You take a look at the A-Train. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
And the first one drops.
And this is where Mahinmi gets into some trouble, right? You think over his career, percentage-wise, it has not improved as a foul shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Concax checked in for Gonzalez. Rollins comes in for Kevin Willis. And it's Maravich in for Whitman. Mahinmi hits them both. The Hawks leading by 14. Pass to Maravich. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
Pacers trail by 14. Williams, a screen on Webb, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Wilkins. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Rollins the pass to Webb. 5 to shoot. Here's Maravich. Here's Concat. And it's good. 2 points. And the Hawks lead by 16.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy. And theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
That's how it's done, my man. Ian Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams against Maravich. Offside Wilkins. Over Turner. Wilkins can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 14. Outside Williams. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now the pass to Mahinmi. Back to Turner. Over Wilkins. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Mahinmi.
How about Ian Mahinmi with a good pass? Not a guy you typically run the offense to, but his feel for the game has really grown.
And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here's Watson. So with George on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Watson. Scola out there with Evan Turner. And it's Wong in at the 2. And he trims the lead to single digits. Wong's got the first basket of the second quarter for Indiana. Outside, Maravich. It's Wilkins on the wing. Down low. Koncak gets the bucket. Koncak's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here is Watson after the basket by Atlanta. Scola kicks to Watson. Shoots over Webb. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Watson.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside Wilkins. Pass to Webb. And here's Maravich from the arc. And good coming off the assist by Spud Webb. Webb's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Now here's Watson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. High arcing shot. No good from Maravich.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Pass to Watson. Scola kicks to Watson. Scola, a screen on Webb. Here's Watson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Spud Webb.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
No good on that. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
To the inside.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. It's a 13-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Mahinmi with the screen for George. Shoots from the elbow. Rejected by Gonzalez. The dish to Webb. Power down with both hands.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the bucket by the Hawks. Outside, George. Screen on Maravich. Here's George. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now Webb. Back to Wilkins. Over Turner. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here is Mahinmi. Dominic Wilkins making his last shot there. Puts one up from 19. No good from Maravich. Pacers trail by 17. George looking around. Watson for 3. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Webb the pass to Gonzalez. Wilkins kicks to Webb. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Rollins checked in for Atlanta. Rivers comes in for Spud Webb. The Pacers making a switch here. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 17. And George now top of the key. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David.
Here, how about the stats for Paul George? He's averaged 38 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Hill against Rivers. Hibbert with a screen on Rivers. And there's the feed to Hibbert. It's back to Hill. Trying to end the drought. Chalk up 2 there. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
It's Wilkins on the wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside Hill. Pass to Shepard. Tipped away. Back to Walker. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Hibbert gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
The Hawks leading by 14. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Now the Pacers moving it up. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Rivers following the score by Indiana. The pass to Rollins. Now, here's Wilkins. George against Wilkins. And George kicks to Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Walker's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Pass to Rollins. And here's Rivers over Hill. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his first bucket in this one. Pacers trail by 11. And here is Hill. He kicks it to Walker. And that one hits back iron.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rivers passes to Rollins. Six to shoot. Here's Gonzalez. And that one is good. Gonzalez has got 4 this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Hibbert. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one at the line is good. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Rivers passes to Carr. Here's Livingston. Here's Whitman. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. Rivers can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Hill. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
We know Paul George, a very capable playmaker, guys. He is brilliant as a passer.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Passes to Conklin. Rivers gets a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Outside Hill. West outside. Now, here's George. He's covered closely. Again, Indiana.
Well, that's a high percentage look for Paul George. Easily cashing in thanks to that effortless shooting motion.
Hill against Rivers. Pass to Concat. The pass to Livingston. They set the pick. Here's Rivers. Another shot. Livingston can't hit. And here's Indiana. They're on a 15-6 run. Hill finds Williams. It's back to Hill. Wants to screen on Rivers. Here's Hill. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Rivers against Hill. A baseline J. Rivers can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's West. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
And the shot goes in from Koncak. Koncak's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's the Pacers with the ball. 8-point game. Outside, George kicks to West. Back to George. Williams scanning the floor. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Williams. That's 10 points for George Hill.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
.139 left to play in the first half. Now, here is Webb. D right on him. Over Wall. The Hawks again can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now, here's Watson. 5 points in the game. Scola. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 3 assists now in this one. 1:06 left here in the second. Webb with it inside. That one doesn't go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Watson, the pass to Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wong's got 5 points so far.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here is Webb. Got it. Good job in the low post. Webb's got 4 this quarter.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And it's Watson with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Just 4 to shoot. Turner for 3. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta leading by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well, moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything, but if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. Out in the East, A-Train.
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
What move is that? You going in circles?
Okay, stand up. I'll show you.
And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
To be honest, their bench has kept them in this. Love their execution at the offensive end. Those boys are going to play right down to the stretch, believe me.
Well, this is why clubs stockpile scorers. If one of the guys are cold, bam, you've got answers.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A-Train has been sensational.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Maravich. Wilkins is out there with Willis, and it's Rivers, and it's Gonzalez in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's tipped. George against Rivers. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Hill passes to West. Shoots over Willis. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from West.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Rivers against Hill. Here's Wilkins. Here's Gonzalez. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gonzalez has got 4 points this quarter.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Pass to West. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. West has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, that is just brute strength by West, powering through the contact inside.
Rivers passes to Wilkins. Hawks passing it around. And here's Maravich for three. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pacers trail by 4. Now here is Hill. 10 points for him. Passes it to George. Offline with his three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Rivers dishes to Wilkins. Outside Maravich. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Wilkins with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Hibbert up top. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the middle, Gonzalez. The second chance points on the tip in. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Hill passes to Hibbert. He dishes it to George. Takes it inside, and Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Rivers with it. Picked up by Hibbert. A nice shot by Rivers.
Now you see the toughness and the competitiveness of Doc Rivers. Always looking for the most opportunistic play.
Here's Hill. Pass to Hibbert. Here's Shepard. And it's West in the corner. Outside, George. And the pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Hill. Rebound, Atlanta. Gonzalez has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And you know, for all of his production, Rivers really is the emotional leader out there. Very intense and extremely confident.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Doc Rivers. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Rivers. That one is no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 11-point game. Pass to West. Over Rivers. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. In the third spot, the Hawks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We have seen officials cracking down in recent years on traveling violations. The sense from the league was with the freedom of movement rule changes, it was becoming almost impossible to defend if ball handlers get away with, let's call it, extra footwork. It's been an adjustment for the players, but they're talented enough to make that adjustment. Kevin?
Yeah, they are. You're right. A high skill level indeed. DA, thank you. Atlanta calls timeout. Checked in for Atlanta. Walker's checked in for Indiana.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Hill. Getting around 12 points a game, 11 assists, and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Atlanta leading by 9. Now Rivers. He's got 5. Passes it to Maravich for the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Maravich has got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Hibbert following Pete Maravich's 3 from the line. And it's Shepard missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rivers against Hill. Hits Maravich on the wing. It's up a 3. Here's Gonzalez. And that one is stuffed right through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
It's stolen by Gonzalez. Rivers finds Wilkins. Back to Rivers. Over Hill. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Wilkins. Wilkins has got his 7th assist in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And here is Wilkins. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Hill against Rivers. Wilkins draws the double. Tries a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Shepard following the 3 by Atlanta. Walker is screen on Maravich. Outside, Walker. And that one's on target from the wing. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night. Atlanta leading by 14. Pass to Wilkins. Now here's Rivers. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Hibbert. The pass to Shepard. It's deflected, and they get it back. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Maravich, the pass to Wilkins. It's Maravich on the wing. Wilkins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. Rivers has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here is Hill. 13 points in the game. Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Atlanta making some changes. Willis comes in for Rollins, and Webb subbed in for Doc Rivers. Here's Wong. 5 points in the game. Pass to Watson.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
The Hawks leading by 17. Here's Webb. Rejected by Walker. Over in the corner, Turner. Passes it to Mahimi. Here's Wong. Shoots the 3. And that's collected by Willis. Here's the lob to the hoop. Great communication on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Pacers trail by 19. Here's Wong. Watson for 3. Hands it from downtown. Watson's got 8 points.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside, Maravich. There's the dish to Webb. Back to Maravich. Wilkins in the high post. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich. Maravich has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And it's Watson with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 18. From past the arc, and Indiana, another 3.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Up top, Maravich. 8 points for him. Here's Willis. A second chance effort. Walker with the rebound. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Willis up top. Pass to Webb. Over Watson. And the basket by Webb. Webb's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Miami, a screen on Webb. Here's Watson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Spud Webb. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. For the Hawks, Rollins checked in for Willis. And it's Whitman in for Wilkins. Both free throws good from Watson. The Hawks leading by 15. Maravich with it. He's got 8. There's the pass to Whitman. Here's Webb. From down in the low post, it goes. Webb's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
1:51 left to play here in the 3rd. Outside, Scola. On the wing, Turner. Whitman defending. Watson, the pass to Scola. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Luis Scola. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Hawks leading by 16. To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
.121 left to play in the 3rd. Now, here's Watson. 13 points in the game. Scola, a screen on Webb. And he gets the bucket. 15 points in the game.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside, Gonzalez. Here's Maravich. And again, it's Atlanta.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pacers trail by 18. Long passes to Watson. Stolen. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
He misses the free throw for the Hawks. Carr, he's checked in for Gonzalez. Willis comes in for Rollins. Davis is subbed in for Whitman. No luck that time either. Pacers trail by 18. Pass to Shepard. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Shepard's got 12. 26 seconds left in the third. Now Webb. 8 points for him. Six on the shot clock. There's a screen by Willis. Passes it to Davis. Fires for 3. And no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Indiana. West out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Paul George. Then it's George Hill. And it's Shepard in at the shooting guard. Hill against Rivers. Outside, George. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Rivers. Right side, Maravich. Back to Rivers. The Hawks working the ball around. Outside, Wilkins. All alone. Nice jump shot. Good. Wilkins has got 24.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Wilkins against George. West a screen on Wilkins. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Paul George, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
And George drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Wilkins. Over George. Wilkins, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. A 12-point game. Hill against Rivers. A floater. And there's the nice layup by Hill.
I like when George Hill goes to the floater. That is not an easy shot, but he's worked on it.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Rivers against Hill. Here's Maravich. It's good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pacers trail by 12. The pass to Hill. West to screen on Rivers.
I think this is one thing George Hill is exceptional at, drawing the defense into fouling him. Terrific getting to the foul line.
For the Pacers, George Hill, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning quick reflexes by the point guard.
And Indiana making a change here. Walker's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here is Maravich. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Gonzalez's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shepard, that's good.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Here's Rivers. Pass to Maravich. Wilkins up top. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pacers trail by 11. And here is Hill. Outside, George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Atlanta calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Hawks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Wilkins. Wilkins draws the double. Here's Rivers. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Rivers has got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pacers trail by 11. Right side Hill. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hill against Rivers. Here's Maravich. Again, the Hawks score.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Passes it to Shepard. Hibbert with a screen on Maravich. Outside for George. Pass to Shepard. Just 5 to shoot. Walker with a screen for Hill. That's tipped. Gonzalez passes to Rivers. Inside. And Maravich on the basket on the assist by Rivers. And the Hawks lead by 15.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
They need this. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
But George Hill incredibly confident right now. Such an efficient scorer when he's in good rhythm.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop. And bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Pacers trail by 15. The pass to Walker. Here's Shepard. Maravich defending. And it's Shepard missing. Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Rivers. Wilkins outside. Outside Maravich. That one rolling around and rims out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Shepard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Shepard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And so here's Atlanta after Indiana gets the 3. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Rivers. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 15. Hill looking it over. Pass to Shepard. The 3. Rollins grabs the board. Rollins got his 5th rebound in this one. Rivers against Walker. And here's Maravich from the arc. Pacers with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Rivers against Hill. Outside, George over Wilkins. George with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Rivers against Hill. Maravich left side. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. George finds Walker. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. George against Rivers. Back to Maravich. Pass to Wilkins. Wilkins draws the double for 3. Maravich missing again.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And he lays that one in. Rivers has got 21.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 15. Outside Hill. Over to the wing. George against Wilkins. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. George, no good.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Rivers passes to Wilkins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Gonzalez down low. Defended by George. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's George. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Poked away. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Throws it up high.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here is Hill. And the Pacers call time here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, A-Train.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And there's the call on A-Train. That's his third foul of the game. Hibbert with it. Outside, George. West outside. Here's Hibbert. Rejected by Gonzalez. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Four on the shot clock. And here's George for three. Wilkins with the defensive effort. Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And there's the pass to Gonzalez. Off target with the open look.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now, here is Webb. George Hill missing his last shot.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Pacers. .151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. West, right side. Outside, George. Back to West. The three from Hill. And that's collected by Willis. Willis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Webb the pass to Gonzalez. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Roy Hibbert picks one up. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
First one falls for him.
And when you talk about Webb, the obstacles he's had to overcome, always being doubted because of his height. But here he is, one of the most talked about players in the NBA.
And so Webb nails both of them. 1:24 left in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for A-Train.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
.59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Maravich. Buries it down low.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here is George. Outside, Hill. With a floater. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
So it's the Hawks now. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up, and stolen by Hibbert. On the wing, Hill.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Team's fourth.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hibbert kicks it to West. Back to Hibbert. That one goes in.
And becoming more of a facilitator, West finds his man that time.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And they remain undefeated in excellent position with one game left to go in group play.
And they're knocking at that door of the next round, clearly invested in making a run at the challenge.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, A-Train.